look how cute this little orc is. Wait, why are you blinking? Whoa, calm down. How are you beautiful people doing? If you're new, welcome to our channel. We are working on an RPG that takes inspiration from your favorite games. Once again, the lead up to the holidays, we are giving away 2 more Steam game keys hidden throughout this video. First one to get it keeps the game. Without wasting more time, hope you guys enjoy, and let's roll that intro. So first things first, if you guys haven't checked out that last devlog, you might want to save that thought and watch it before or after this video, however you feel comfy. I wanted to finish off some of the smoothing I had to do from that episode, so it's just going to make a little bit more sense. So getting right into the changes, the last AI attempt, you could honestly just continually murk those enemies and they did not do much. Like at all, like please help them. But with this new revamp, we really wanted to double down on making sure they had some type of defense. The first thing I wanted to implement was getting them to be able to perform what I like calling override attacks. These are attacks that the AI can perform to override any sort of hit animation that they're currently in and allow them to do attacks even if the player is just trying to murk them. With this super simple system in, it already made the orcs feel a bit less stupid, but that is not all I added. The next defense ability I wanted to grant for these orcs was for them to roll away, and this honestly opened up a whole can of worms. I never thought that rolling could cause such a huge problem. Well, actually hold that thought. But anyways, with the help of my savior in programming, Captain Conrad was able to completely solve this problem with very minimal input from me. Now with both of these systems in, the AI now chooses between attacking and rolling away from the player, and though it's not just perfect because the AI can still hurt the enemy when it rolls away, but that's a quick fix I will implement very shortly. After finishing up those override abilities, I wanted the orcs to give a heads up to the player before attacking them. This would give the player some visual feedback that they should either run or that the orc is about to destroy them. Well, not really destroy them, but you get the point. It was super simple with some coding magic. The enemies now taunt the player before running up to do their thing, and it just feels a lot better. With the big major stuff out of the way, I wanted to run through some stuff I did change. First off, I finally re-implemented wandering. I had to create my own custom solution since we are using a custom movement system for the orcs. This didn't take too long, I just had to figure out exactly how Captain Conrad set up the system and just get used to the way he programmed it. But with all that done, it looks awesome to just see them wander around and look for the player. Next up, I added some invincibility to the orcs during their jump attack. It was super easy to counter before, but now it should be a tad more dangerous. I also increased the attack probability because they just kind of stand around way too often. Finally, Captain Conrad and I also adjusted how the AI rotates. Now it's much smoother and isn't so instant as before. It took us a hot minute, but we finally got that fixed and out of the way. And the final small adjustment I did was to implement an ability for the orcs to perform combos. They lost this ability when adding in random probability to their attacks, but with a quick fix, they were able to continue their flow of attacks. So now for the fun stuff. This has probably been the most fun enemy I have been able to work on recently, with Excelsius finishing up the short fat orc model, and I thought the most appropriate thing to do was to make this guy carry around some dynamite and just go boom. Of course, he doesn't blow himself up, he just goes to sleep. You heard that, YouTube, right? Nah, boom, he's just asleep. Anyways, our entire development team was super excited to finally bring this guy into the game and get him moving. First thing I had to do was get some good animations for him. Usually I would go with something more fierce, but I wanted this little guy to be happy and just overall pretty funny. So for the running animation, I decided to go for one that just screams, "I'm coming for your booty" the most, because you know, that's what I want this orc to feel like. I also wanted the player to be worried when they see this little fat orc run towards them with the power of 3 semi-trucks, so that's also why I chose this animation. Next thing I did was to find a good animation to warn the player when he was about to blow. For now, I decided to go for a jumping animation, but we do have an animation for him being very antsy and excited in the works. Finally, the last animation we needed was the idol. I almost chose this old man idol, but I found this one of him being super happy and giddy, and I was like, absolutely. So with those animations finally in and ready to go, it was pretty simple to implement this little guy. With a few tasks slapped together, he was chasing after the player like he has never seen a juicier booty before. And around this time, I did take a break and make an awesome explosion with the Unity particle system, the one-stop shop for particles and effects that make your game go wow, and much more appealing with simple and easy steps to follow. I did get some help from a YouTube video though, because I wanted to make it much more appealing than just my normal go-to particles. After getting the basics from this video, I added in some of my own sparkles and magic, and it ended up looking pretty nice if I say so myself. The final step was to get this guy to do what he was supposed to and just blow up, I mean sleep. I was heavily deciding on whether or not to program this in the behavior tree or make an entire task itself. I ended up going for the cleaner option and doing it all in a singular task, but some people might fight me on that, so just let me know when and where, guys. Come on, let's go. With some fairy magic and a whole lot of prayer and some good old help from our one and only, we got it in and blowing. The final touch was to make some awesome effects for when he actually blows up, so slapping in some beautiful flashing red lights, screen shake, and some other touch-ups, this was the final product. Like I said, this is probably my most favorite enemy I have ever worked on. It captures the fun and excitement of game design and development, and this is honestly something I have been lacking due to working on the base mechanics for so long. It's really fun to take that step into a more creative and interesting aspect of your project, and it really fills you up with that energy that you got from starting the project in the first place. While I chipped away at smoothing out the warrior orc earlier in the devlog, TheLonesomeBard shared with us his third exploration track for Windshire. Now let me tell you guys, I love the music he produces, every single piece, but this one, oh my, I listened to this on repeat while working on my own stuff. It's calming, it's exciting, and it is just a masterpiece. So here is a small sample. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and give TheLonesomeBard a huge thank you in the Discord, which his name is Rymax. While we haven't had too many new models for Windshire recently, Excelsius did finish up that boomer orc, and he did create a brazier or brazier, however you want to say it. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm honestly not sure. Whatever way is right, you stick with that one. Anyways, it's a device that holds coals that are burning, but most of you guys already know that. But that's all really it for the models. Hopefully soon we will be getting awesome new models as we continue to build up our world. And on that final note, I hope you beautiful people have stuck around to the end, and comment chicken in the comments if you really stayed. That way we know which ones of you are the real ones and we can treat you a little bit better than the others. I'm kidding, we treat everyone the same. Wink wink. Let us know what you think of the new track and the new enemy, and let us know what we should add in next to our game. And finally, I wanted to thank our awesome patrons this month. Let's give a huge thank you to Tofster and Token. They have been an enormous help for this project. Not only them, but Inconspicuous, Max, Muncher, Michael, Tajna, and Dennis have also been a huge help. We love the overwhelming support from you guys. Thanks for making this possible. We all love you guys, and thank you all for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next video, which should be sooner than you think. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.